Friends, today I went grocery shopping. You know what that means, right? It's time for me to cook some stuff and record it again. I don't know about you guys, but I think they may have given me a few too many plastic bags at the Walmart during my checkout here in Scottsdale, Arizona. I've got some tasty stuff in this here fridge. Today's video, we're going to be making some pot roast. It is also sponsored by Angry Orchard Crisp Apple this go around. Instead of Bell's Two Hearted Ale. You know, got some more goodies in here. This section of the pantry is called Fuck It. I'm lazy and I don't want to do anything. Yeah, I guess here's my hotel room. If you're curious, I've been here since December and I will be here until May. It's a good time. I'm going to mention it now. I'm sort of going to be cheating because I am in a hotel room and I do only have 2 stove burners and a microwave. So we have this wonderful invention. This is for lazy people like myself. It makes life incredibly easy. You can cook basically whatever the fuck you want in this thing. It is insane. Like anything. You can make like cakes in there, mac and cheese, or in our case, some pot roast. So here's what we got. Some chuck tender roast. Got just shy of 2.5 pounds. Supposed to get 3, but fuck it. Whatever. We're gonna roll with 2.5. Got some potatoes. Flour. I wish I could find a smaller bag than this one because I literally need like 2 tablespoons of this stuff. Some canola oil. Again, I only needed like 3 cups of this, but when you go to Walmart, there is no such thing as a size small when it comes to groceries. We got a small container of some tomato paste, salt, pepper, our arch nemesis, the onion, some carrots that I used in other recipes I had in my fridge, had just enough left over, a screwdriver, some minced garlic, an 88-cent kitchen knife. This will be interesting. I'm probably going to wind up breaking this and hurting myself. So, there's that. Some peas, the insta-pot, and beer. Step 1, since I used this thing yesterday, we're going to clean it. Get some fucking dish soap in there, slosh it around a bit, make a bunch of bubbles, Then we're going to take this guy, and we're going to give her a good scrub inside of there. Yeah. Fucking gotta get everything. Every nook and cranny. Everything. All of it. Alright, that's probably good. Perfect! The first thing we're going to do when making the pot roast. We got this canola oil here. We're going to take probably about 3 tablespoons of this, put it into the pot, put it in the Instapot, and put it on saute. Here's where the screwdriver comes into play. Yeah. See, now the screwdriver is oiled, protected from rust. I'm gonna jam your finger in there, open it up all the way. Since I only got one hand to do this, we're gonna kind of cheat a little bit. Make it this fucking thing to stay up there. You know what? Whatever. Fuck it. Eyeballing it. 1, 2. That's probably 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Coat the bottom of this thing. Nice and shiny. You can see me recording, the idiot behind the camera, operating the kitchen today. Then, stuff it in here. We're going to come here and we're going to press saute. And ta-da! There we go. It's going to start sauteing. Once the oil is bubbling and toasty warm, we're going to take that hunk of meat in the fridge, chop her in half, put half of it in there. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Alright, the oil is in there sauteing. Now, we have to bust out this knife. One second. Let me use my other knife to open the first knife. Perfect. Alright, I'm going to put the phone down. Slice my hand open with the 99-cent kitchen knife. Peel off this bit of plastic. Dry immediately. I'm going to ignore that because I don't care, because it was 88 cents. And grab this nice hunk of meat here. Fucking just Yeah. 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 Alright. We'll bust this sucker out. Take her out. And, you know, just... The oil is sizzling. I have to hurry. So, we're going to cut this bitch. Oh! Oh! Ah! Ah! Are you quite done? I'm not supposed to heat up that fast. Chop this bitch in half. Yeah! Yeah! Alright, it's been cut in half. Unfortunately, the salt and pepper grinders require 2 hands to operate. So, I cheated. Now, we're gonna give your meat a nice pat. Make sure it's in there nice and good. You don't want any of that coming out of there. You know, who doesn't love beating their meat? Yeah. Let's give this another try. I'll take this meat. Yeah. Yeah. Look at her go. Ah, Jesus. Make it turn on saute again. Turn that way down so it's not exploding out again. I don't want to have to clean a bunch of shit up. You know? And now, 4 minutes later, we're going to flip it over. In the interim of the meat cooking, the alpha bag has been chosen. Praise the bag. I seem to have made a miscalculation again. I don't have any tongs to flip the meat. So, I used the trusty screwdriver. You never know when you'll need one. Meat has been swapped out. Browned on the outside. The second piece of meat has gone in. Now it is time. Taco Bell hot sauce. Stay in the fridge. Oh yeah. Put these away. Or at least off to the side for now. Important step. Beer. Alright. Let's get it. Yeah. Gotta get this skin off, you know? Peel back the layers. What's that joke or the saying? My personality is so dense. It's like layers of onions. You know what I got to say about that? Like, alright. A little more. Unfortunately, this time around, while I was at the store, I neglected to buy saran wrap eye protection from our arch nemesis, so apparently this time I opted for a cooking session full of pain and torment from our favorite buddy, the onion. Oh my god. My eyes are burning. Ah! This motherfucker has decided to settle down and quit spattering on me. It's time to move on to the next step. I'm done torturing myself with the onion. We're gonna take this. We're gonna... How much did I actually get in there? Most of it. Not bad. It's a true secret. I've made it back here. Put that in there. I'll clean this shit up later, or never. Stay tuned. And take some of this here, minced garlic, and, again, per the previous video, if you're anything like me, what the recipe calls for in terms of garlic, it's never enough. Oh yeah. Ah, my eyes are still burning. Fuck. Alright. So it said 6 cloves of onion, which is roughly 6 tablespoons-ish, or teaspoons of garlic, excuse me. 6 teaspoons is like 2 tablespoons, so we're gonna go with, oh, can I do this? Can I, oh, look at this camera work, it's phenomenal. Oh. Oh yeah. Garlic. There's two. And I just need like another full one to fill. Yeah. Now we turn it back on saute. Crank this bitch up. Put this in the fridge. Okay. Now we're gonna take got it. This here ladle. Kind of stir this shit around while it's bubbling and spattering. This is the punishment you get, onions, for making me suffer. Now I'm going to roast you with the insta-pot. So I kind of just like sit here and stir this around until they're like a golden brownish color. It's kind of like glazing onions, you know, or whatever the fuck it's called. Whatever the kitchen appropriate term is for making them soft and tasty instead of crispy and painful. You know, that's what we're doing here. Then after that, we're gonna take this tomato paste, probably about half of this guy, pour it in there, mix her up. And once it starts to stick to the sides of the pan and burn on it, as per usual when it comes to me cooking stuff, you know, we will then add water. And once the water is in, we will start making the actual roast. For you folks, who would have guessed that the 88-cent kitchen knife is not good at cutting? It worked great for the onions. So now I'm using this magical piece of kitchen utensil. Is a bent serrated knife. I'm trying to cut this into like inch and a half cubes of meat. So wish me the best of luck. This thing's gonna fucking break too, I bet. Just a little. There's a couple of burnt sections, but this is mostly what you're looking for with the onions and the garlic, and you're done. So now, what we're going to do is take 2 tablespoons of the tomato paste. Use like half a tablespoon. Switch hands. Here's a tablespoon. And 1 more tablespoon. Use like 2.5 tablespoons. We'll just leave that right there for now. We're gonna kind of pull this sunbucker out from the kitchen hood a little bit. Stir. You need to stir. Keep stirring. Yeah. Oh, it's all stuck to the spoon. Oh, shit's flying everywhere now. In my apartment, I don't care. In this apartment, at this hotel, if I make a giant mess, it's not good. Okie dokie. Now, since it's like a dark red color and fairly well bonded with the onions and garlic, put that right there. We're gonna take 1 cup of water. And 2nd cup of water. Huzzah! Deglaze everything, make it all nice and friendly. Mix her up some more. You kind of just let this sit here for a minute while it's doing its thing. Not being all poppy and spattery and get all over the wall. Here's where I'm at with the plate of meat. Got half of it to go. Wish me luck. Looking good. What we gotta do, gotta take these here carrots. I actually don't have enough carrots, so it's gonna be a little light on carrots. So I'm adding extra potatoes. Meat's all diced. Gotta take these fuckers, cut them up a lot. Oh, is that blood or tomato paste? Tomato paste. We're good. We're gonna chop all this up into like 1-inch little cubes, chunks, bite-sized pieces. Or if you're a Goliath like me, this whole carrot is a bite-sized piece. I'm just kidding. I can't eat that whole one. That's way too big. Maybe like this much of the carrot. Anyway, yeah, gonna chop all this shit up. Be right back. All right, carrots are gone, meat is gone, potatoes are gone. I've made a sufficient mess. It's disastrous. Probably even got some shit on the floor. Carrots, potatoes, onion, garlic, and the beef. That's all in there. Mix it up with a spoon. You know, funny thing about some of the stuff they give you in the hotel rooms. Check this out. Like spoon, please. Come on, mix it. No, no dice. So I had to resort to the that doesn't even go in there. The trusty metal spoon. You know, just singeing my fingers on the side of the Instant Pot because it's only boiling, you know, boiling temperature, I should say. No, not a big deal. But what we're gonna do now, once you've kind of like mixed up all the onions and shit like that, it's all in there. We're gonna put this lid on here. Maybe I should check, make sure there's no. See like that? You don't want that in there. You want one onion burning. Oh, Jesus! There's an son of a bitch. It is hot. Temperature burns. Who would have guessed? Amazing. Come on, piece of it. Come on. Alright, I'm clearly struggling here. Fucking pavement. Alright, Jesus Christ. My dumbass was trying to put the lid on from the wrong side. I had to like over here like, well, I want to go. Like, look at that. Even beeps at you was like, hey, congratulations, you're not stupid, you got the lid on. Now, I'm gonna pressure cook this for 25 minutes. We're gonna let her go. Make sure this guy in the back here, all nice and closed up. You definitely don't want it to be venting or your meat will be undercooked. It's fucked with me because I thought it was like, oh, is it broken? Nope, you literally just over there. That's it. It's still loose, but that's it. You don't need to do anything. It's gonna start going. Now you don't touch it. Now maybe I'll clean up a little. Nah. The time is done. It has been slow cooked. Time to make loud noises.
Don't you fucking dare. I'll be super pissed if you go off.
And now we wait. Alright, steam has released. Looking good so far, ladies and gents. Looks like a toasty pot roast, but we're not done yet. Now what we need to do, nope. I'm gonna use the terrible spoon ladle that bends way too easily on this one. What we need to do is take some of the cooking liquid. We need about 1 cup of it. Put it in there. Keep going. What we got to do is we got to thicken up the broth a little bit. And we're going to do that by using 1 cup of this stuff, about 3 tablespoons of flour. Gonna mix it all back together. Once it's all mixed back together, we're going to put it on simmer. Wait for the whole dish to thicken up, and then we will add the peas. Simmer it just about 5 minutes longer after that, and then the pot roast will be done. So, a little more. Alright, there's about 1 cup of that. Do this without burning myself. Ah, fuck, that is really hot. Well, luckily enough, when you buy an Insta-pot, it comes with these neat old grabbers. But I don't trust the needle grabbers because it's made of rubber, so I'm just gonna fucking... Oh! Ow! Ow! Son of a... Ah! It's on me! It's burning! Ow! You know, it's just fucking... Whatever. Whatever. Fuck, that's hot. Who would have guessed? It just came out of a pressure cooker. You're a fucking genius, Sam. Wow. Set this down for a hot second. Grab this here, flour is raw. I didn't even know flour could be raw. I guess I'm retarded. Alright, I'm gonna put this down. This is the one thing I don't want to make a mess with. I did it without making a mess, so. Now I'm just gonna mix this around. Thicken up this bit. Now it's just a little chunky. If you want it to be chunky, it's gotta be like a gravy consistency, kinda. I believe is what we're going for. And what a surprise. The appropriate way to do this would be to use a whisk, but I'm dumb and didn't buy one of those, so I'm just gonna use a spoon. You know? Keep going. Kind of looks like barf a little bit, you know. Everything that I make seems to turn out like brown. Don't taste fine. Whatever. And I think that's probably good. Set this spoon down here for a minute. We're gonna dump that back in. Set the phone down, scoop all of it out. Probably as much as I'm going to get. Put that in the dishwasher. Now this is the part that I wish I had a big metal spoon. Mix that around nice and fast and good. Yeah. Now we're going to set this sucker on saute for about 4 minutes. 3 minutes. Flatten it all out nice. And like a healthy pot roast in there. We're going to let her simmer for a bit till it thickens up. Once it thickens up, we'll add the peas, and then the pot roast will be completed. You know, or I said, excuse me, we're supposed to let it sit a little bit after pressure cooking and sauteing it for 3 minutes, but, you know, this is what it looks like when it's thickened up. So we're just going to go ahead and add the peas in right now. Put them some buckers in there. Stir them in. What you want to try to do, I mean, like I use sweet peas. You're really looking for just like frozen, not sweet peas. It doesn't make too much of a difference. And I've had pot roast where, God, this spoon is just not good. I'm gonna retire it and go back to the last metal spoon, but. I've had pot roast with like corn in it and some other kinds of vegetables. So I mean, like at this stage, the actual pot roast is done. So you know, if you want to put in a vegetable other than peas, you fucking go for it, because you are the chef now. You can put in whatever you want, whatever you want. Your heart's content. You can stuff bread in there if you wanted to. I would advise against that because it probably won't cook very well. But you know, if you wanted to, go for it. There you have it. Pot roast. Took me about an hour of mess making. Been struggling with a knife. Better kitchen utensils, I could have done it faster. I hope you enjoyed my stupidity. I think next I'll be making chicken and rice. See how bad I can fuck that up. It's the easiest of dishes to make. Bye.